Hello, everyone, and this is Dakota the Movie Hunter here, and I am actually doing a movie review for you guys today. I actually just went to see Top Gun Maverick in theaters yesterday, and actually, this movie was amazing. I'll give you my review just in a second. I just wanted to say that I will be doing movie reviews and showing my movie hauls on this channel. So, anytime I go to the movies, watch a movie, I want to see Elvis next, so I might do an Elvis review if I get to see it. But yes, I got to see Top Gun Maverick in theaters yesterday. Great experience, great sounds. So basically, my review. I'm not going to do any spoilers, by the way. No spoilers whatsoever. So Top Gun Maverick. I think this movie was honestly one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. Also, this movie, if you've seen the first Top Gun, this movie had everything you'd want in a Top Gun movie. It had the action. It had the action. It had the people you'd want. It had like everything you'd want. Like even like it had Top Gun students, Top Guns, like people like that. Like everything you'd want in a Top Gun movie is what I'm trying to say. And like honestly, this movie ranks very high on my list of movies I've ever seen. So this is just a really good movie all around. Like they even said in the beginning of the movie that this would be real sounds from real ATCs, real sounds from real jets. Everything was realistic. When you saw the first Top Gun, not everything sounded right, but this one actually does. This one actually specifically, they said, got the sounds from those jets and those helicopters and stuff like that, just to make it more realistic in this movie. And it was awesome. And also, Tom Cruise did great in this movie. I saw Tom Cruise in Top Gun 1, and honestly, Top Gun 1, Tom Cruise, I was surprised because Top Gun 1, like, when I watched Tom Cruise in Top Gun 1, I never thought of him as, like, that Tom Cruise. I never saw a Tom Cruise that was that young and like, sounded like that and stuff like that. Seeing him actually, like, how I've actually seen Tom Cruise in theaters, like, yesterday, it honestly was way better than the first Tom Cruise in Top Gun 1. I think it's because his acting's gotten better. He's definitely gotten way better in so many roles, and he's not digressed whatsoever. Also, I wanted to mention Miles Teller. I've watched Miles Teller movies. He's really good in movies. He's really great, and I'm glad Miles Teller took this job to do... I can't remember the name, but he did the Son of... Wait, oh yeah, it was Son of Goose. It was the Son of Goose, growing up and stuff like that. And I think he did a great job at what he did, and definitely deserved for Miles Teller. And honestly, Miles Teller should do way more movies like that. He does way better at those than actual like funny movies he usually does. He is really good in funny movies. I'm not gonna lie, he is actually really good in those. But honestly, after doing an action movie, he needs to do way more of these. He's honestly very cut out for it, and I'm very glad he did great in this movie. This movie was an incredible movie. Had everything you'd want in a Top Gun movie. Had the action. Had the I can't explain how good this movie was. Like 10 out of 10, absolutely. I'm putting this as a 10 out of 10. It is definitely up there in my top movies of all time. Absolutely. This movie was incredible. Like, I'm not joking. This movie was insane. It had the action. It had the sequences that you love to see. It just had everything you'd want. It had the action. It has the funny moments. It literally had the like tear-jerking reaction. Like, this movie was what you wanted to see in a Top Gun movie. Seeing the first Top Gun, great movie, great classic. Seeing this movie, you wanted to see this action that you wanted to see, and I was hoping to see this action before watching it. Also, the music, by the way, and some of the original music, and they also have this new music which is fire and amazing. But anyway, that movie was incredible. I cannot stress that enough. This movie was a great movie. I'm so happy I got to see this movie in theaters. I'm definitely getting it on 4K when it releases. I'm possibly getting the double feature, even though, well, possibly. I do have Top Gun 1, but if I have the chance, I'll either get a double feature or I will be getting I'll be getting a steelbook, because this movie is a great movie and honestly deserves a steelbook in my opinion. Tom Cruise is definitely one of Tom Cruise's best work. Never seen Mission Impossible, but definitely one of Tom Cruise's best work I've ever seen. And he even said in the movie that this was one of the, there was kind of like, I don't want to spoil anything, but he mentioned at some point that this movie was supposed to be like a movie that was in the making for a very long time. They stayed with this movie, watched this movie, and like kept going back and forth what they want to change, what they want to keep going with, and stuff like that. So this movie was in the works for a long period of time, and I think they did it at the perfect time and released it at the perfect time, because watching that movie, there was not a single flaw I would put out there whatsoever. There is not a single flaw in this movie. I do not see anything in this movie that is a flaw whatsoever. I know people can disagree, but honestly, this movie definitely piqued my interest. Watched the movie and definitely did amazing. Also, Val Kilmer. I just wanted to mention Val Kilmer. Obviously, in this movie, he couldn't talk, but the way they showed him, the way they showed that he couldn't talk in this movie, but also while like doing stuff to talk, like, you'll understand what I'm saying when you watch this movie, because obviously most people know, this isn't a spoiler, but obviously most people know Val Kilmer cannot talk. He had cancer and he cannot speak. So in this movie, it was very interesting how they had to do that, because obviously he's Iceman. If you know Iceman in the first one, he is Iceman. So and I didn't know that until I found out that Val Kilmer was Iceman in the first one. I didn't know Val Kilmer looked like that, because obviously I don't know Val Kilmer from his young self. At least with Tom Cruise, I could actually tell, but with Val Kilmer, I could not tell whatsoever. So I was actually surprised, and Val Kilmer did a great job, even though he can't talk. He definitely did a great job at what he did, even though he couldn't talk or whatsoever. You'll understand what I'm saying when you see those scenes with Val Kilmer in them. But anyway, that is my review. Conclusion: basically, great movie, insane movie, best action I have seen in a very long time. So I definitely think you should watch this movie. 10 out of 10. Up there in my top movies of all time. I'm not gonna say it's like, up there, but like, I'm just saying it's up there because this is an amazing movie, no flaws whatsoever in my opinion. Also, guys, if you want, at some point I'll do a list of my top 10 movies of all time, or top 25 if you want as well, because honestly I'd like to share with you guys. I've definitely changed a lot of my movies for top 10. Before, they were very crappy. And like just to mention one, like at one point I put Pirates in the Caribbean in my top 10, and now I'm like, nah, that does not deserve to be in the top 10. That's just like a movie that's enjoyable, and it's not supposed to be a top 10 movie. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely a great movie. You should go see it in theaters immediately. Great movie. I'm glad it's hitting records at the box office, and honestly, maybe even movie of the year. I don't know. We'll see about that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more reviews like this one, hit that like and subscribe button. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully on Prime Day. We'll see. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.